Bye, everybody.
Holy crap, that's a lot of hats. Oh my God. Can I just point out that in addition to all the other stuff that's been going on, I'm getting texts from my wife calling me pretty much a sissy. Pretty much just like, no, you're number one in the world. You're number one trending topic. What you doing? Is it?
Why are you even bugging?
What's with you? You conquered the world.
You tripping,
crying because you stepped on a toe? Bonnie wrote, somebody says, we got this, I never knew what a trending topic was, but then Brian Brushwood trended worldwide, and I bought Blackwater on iTunes. Thanks for an NSFW show. That was giggling right over here. This is... Well, I hope there's a time when I find this funny.
You're finding it funny right now.
Oh, this is horror laughter. This is what these are the laughter. Kuhan, will you run up and give me like 5 more of these?
All right, here. Listen, it's the after show. Comedy Justin is out, and friend of Brian is in. I'm tagging out. All right? Seriously?
Would this be the same Justin Ravion friend of Brian who spends like 10 full minutes coaching me into, rolling with it, and the moment I try to judo it, you're like, but you're screwed, attention whore.
No, that was comedy Justin. That wasn't friend Justin.
I see.
Friend Justin's here now. Comedy Justin's a ruthless asshole who's trying to make a show funny.
Got it.
And it's also not helping your cause when you were freaking out and Kuhan was about to spit blood in laughter behind you. It's just Kuhan's laughing like Kermit the Frog. He's just, his hands are up in the air and he's... And you're like, no, my career! You're burning my career! I have children, you asshole! And so like,
oh my gosh. Well,
so no, listen, for real. Number one, you are a massive internet celebrity, and the fact that this came into play during this particular thing, it's like Tom said, it's an inconvenience, but it's also a reality of any kind of online thing. But since when in the history of online contests have there not been susceptible people with large followings playing havoc with it? They just have that following. You have that following.
Yeah. I hope everybody's able to explain and understand. Like, the only thing is everyone's going to think it's a coordinated attack at this moment for a specific reason. And it's not that. It's just that I happen to be live on the air and say, hey, while we're live right now, this would be a funny thing to do.
Is there like somebody up on stage right now that we're blowing out of the water?
Maybe. Hey, darling, how are you doing?
I am so excited.
Why?
I'm so excited that I'm not having to carry the next brushwood. That you're bearing our next child.
See, thank you.
I'll picture evidence.
Thank you. Oh, you're talking about the pregnant woman thing. I thought you were saying I was the woman of the relationship, and that's why I was bearing the child.
Well, you're kind of doing that too. Oh my God! Every time you go to NACA and you stand out just a little bit, you're all mad about it. It's like,
oh my gosh.
They've got to get.
All right. Did you tell me you saw it while I was while your husband was a trended Bart Simpson, misspelled Libya, Josh Powell, I don't know who that is, Space Jam. I don't know why Space Jam is trending, but I just love that.
It's probably on TNT.
This just in. Brian Brushwood conceived, bore, delivered, and then circumcised himself. So.
Oh my God.
Well,
is that my next Jeremy, Tom? If you can find the ugly babies one, that was really funny. It was Brian delivering a baby Justin and a baby Tomas.
I think
All right. Listen, can I just say this? And you're on the line because this is like no lie. There's only one person who I truly care about keeping happy in this whole deal, and that's you, Bonnie. And I'm glad that you think this is funny and a good thing, and you're not worried about it. Because I'd hate to hear it.
Let me tell you a little story here.
What the heck? Is that me, the pregnant man?
Oh, look at that. Now you know what it likes to have your face on somebody else's naked body. Welcome to the club.
He's busy working. He go into these conferences really anyways, and he barely is able to attend one of them. And then he's all worried that he can't attend any of them because of something, because he was so popular.
Well, that's very kind of you. All right, sweetie, I'll call you on the long drive, the last mile as I walk back, because I actually have to hustle over there because Marketplace is about to open. I'm going to have to explain myself to everyone.
How about you allow yourself to reintroduce yourself? Hi, my name is Trending Topic. What's yours?
Right. Wow.
Your business card, Brian. You should do one of those Moo cards really quick and just replace it with a screenshot of your trending worldwide.
Trending top. Well, and like I said, I really hope everybody is documenting this. And I think it's hilarious that Libya misspelled is trending, but not.
Wait,
Libya
are you sure it's misspelled, or is it just the actual spelling that's not anglicized?
It's Libia.
Isn't that not?
That's a foreign spelling, actually.
Yeah. No, it's like a correct spelling for people that are actually close to the country.
I see. Okay, all right. Hold on. It's Libya, Gaddafi, Space Jam, and me. All right. So I'm sorry, Bonnie. One more. What did you say?
What was that show from like the 70s, like WKRP or
WKRP in Cincinnati? Yeah.
Yeah. Like I think you guys ought to have a sitcom, and this would definitely be one of the episodes.
One of the episodes where Dr. Johnny Fever screws up his gig juggling on the weekends by asking his listeners to call in. Good. Oh, my God.
There we go. Yes, there's the ugly babies.
What? Not photoshopped, oddly
no,
enough.
that's actually real. That was this morning.
Oh, my God. Well, look, this episode we broke the internet and we broke me, but look, we gotta title this episode. We gotta wrap things up because I actually do gotta go back and put out a fire. I don't know if you heard there was an incident.
Hashtag NACA 2011. Tweet it out right now.
No.
Now apologizing to convention attendees.
Yeah, that was Patrick Delahanty's.
That was P. Delahanty's.
Now apologizing to convention attendees.
NACA. Yeah, now apologizing to contend. Oh, that's great. That's a great title. That's got to be the one.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Yes, let's do that. Although horror laughter, I also really like.
Yeah. That's apparently when this fell over.
No, we're in night vision.
We're in night vision on the ground. Everything's fine. We're all fine here, officer. What episode is this?
64.
All right.
Nintendo 64.
Swear to God, Justin. If you play it, there will be consequences.
Oh, no. The metaphorical bank that you always talk about, I know that I have withdrawn everything on what I hope will be a loan that will pay off threefold when everything pays out. But I know for right now my balance is zero. Until the firestorm blows over, and it's just awesome that you had a trending topic, and then my bank is way rich. But for right now, zero. There's no monkeying around with wood until the firestorm blows over.
Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. This is episode number what? 64?
Yes, 64.
All right, here we go. This is NSFW episode 64 for February. Don't play it. This is NSFW episode 64 for February 22nd, 2011. Now apologizing, convention attendees. We got it?
Yep.
All right, Justin, you want to sum things up? You want to tease this episode?
I certainly do. In this, a very special edition of NSFW, we're joined by Tom Merritt, who takes us on an emotional journey of highs, lows, spectacular failures, and thrilling successes. Brian, Naka, Justin, Tom. It's all coming up on this edition of NSFW.
And there's that. What's Mickey Chan say something about Tony adding fuel to something? I don't know what's going on there. So there's that. Oh, we need a hat mention. And I guess what's Tony Wang doing?
Tony Huang? Tony
Huang. Everybody, they're saying retweeting. Yeah, so we should call Tony. And
Is he
suggest
still?
that...
I don't think he still is. I think he was, but he stopped.
Well, there's that.
I think Tony is on his way home.
Yeah, I think he was retweeting earlier, but I don't think he is anymore.
Okay. All right.
By the way, people are saying that
now, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
Yes!
the final tally, Brian. You were up to number 4 in the trending topics
4.
worldwide.
Oh shit!
You're on Twit, by the way.
Tony, leave it in.
Worrying about my acting, bitch.
All right. Hey guys, I gotta run. I got some stuff to do, and then we'll go.
We do need a billboard.
What's that?
A billboard for Squarespace, please.
Oh, billboard. Yeah. Here we go. This episode of NSFW brought to you by Squarespace. Go to squarespace.com/NSFW and keep us alive and eating those ramen noodles.
All right, Brian, you got to run?
I think so.
Yeah.
All right, I'll see you guys later on.
Cheers, brother.
All right, bye, guys.
Everything's going to be all right.
Everything's fine, Brian. Don't worry about it. Cheers to you.
And chat room says it's their favorite episode, so that's awesome. We got that going for us. All right, bye, guys.
It was real.
We got your back, man. Don't even sweat.
All right, so long. Bye.
Bye. He's going to be fine, right, Tom?
All
We're
right.
not just saying that so he doesn't freak out and start crying.
This really is the gadget thing all over again. Where
the gadget thing was very
did something
small.
that was a little over the line. People got a little nose bent out of shape, but nobody was super like, oh my God, this is the end of the world, right?
Yeah.
But he thought Veronica was pissed at him, and she was like, no, it's whatever. So I really feel like this is the same thing, and it's easily explained.
Veronica
What
also
is
played that
totally
up.
important is that everybody stop with the hashtags now, because you
Yes.
will only get Brian in more trouble. If the hashtags go away, it shows the power of the hashtags. If they keep going, then you give the jerks a handhold. You know, you don't want to do that.
Well, we don't want to, because we know Brian. We know how Brian's going to react, and we know how Brian's going to apologize profusely to everybody, like he did with Veronica with the with the GDGT thing, but now it's on a bigger scale. So what we don't want to do, the one thing we don't want to do is make him look two-faced, like he's, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I can't believe that happened. And then meanwhile, we just see 100 tweets an hour of,
They're just making Brian look bad.
Yeah, we don't want to make Brian look bad. Listen, what Brian did is what every other performer did at NACA. They told his fans online and on Twitter that, hey, they're doing this thing, help me out. And Brian did it. It just so happens that when Brian makes his bass go boom, it rattles cars, 3 blocks away. So,
and I think part of the issue is people who
apparently he
aren't
just hit number
watching
one.
our
He's the number
show
one trending topic.
people who aren't watching the show are actually retweeting it, which you could make a case is like, that's what you want, right, Naka? Like,
yes.
Didn't you want people to learn about what this is? So, yeah, it may not be within the realm of what you intended, but if we've stopped and it's just going on its own momentum now, that's just the internet, man. I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah, number one in the world, folks. Libya, Egypt, Wisconsin,
Yemen.
Any Obama stuff, Yemen, all that. Second fiddle.
My hat's totally overshadowed.
Totally overshadowed because Brian Brushwood is trending the numero uno trending topic in the entire world, folks. In the entire world. Well, because that's the thing, is that no matter what, I think for Brian's career, it can always go back to, like, listen, I super apologize for that. But at the same time, I got my fans riled up about this thing that I totally, regret doing because I didn't realize how sensitive everybody was going to be. But I was the number one trending topic in the world. While there are earth-shattering revolutions going on.
Right. I think what Brian's worried about, and it's a fair worry, but I think it's easily dismissed, is there are people out there who just don't understand how this stuff works, and so they think that he hacked into something. And it's like, no, there was no nefarious, malicious computer fraud and abuse. This was just people being people.
Yeah, well, I also think it's one of those things where people don't, like, I don't think that a lot of people realized how few people are going to be using that NACA 2011 hashtag, and that how many people that were just randomly like, hey, I really loved, Brian Haas and Pfeffer, were actually his friends that weren't at NACA. How much of that tag, or how much use of that tag was fraud. I mean, if you're going to categorize it like that. So
I know very good, sweet, honest people who get way over enthusiastic about their social networking events, right?
Yeah.
They've got their bar camp, their food camp, whatever event it is, and they are excited about it out of proportion to its importance to the rest of the world. And I'm not even criticizing that. That's great. That's the kind of thing that makes these kind of things happen, and they benefit everybody. But what they don't realize is that there is this wider world out there, and I think what happened tonight is that the wider world intruded on one of those events. So not that NACA is some tiny insignificant thing, but all of these conferences are a bubble from the Consumer Electronics Show on down. They are a bubble of people who are inside, and when the outside world intruded, and so there's a handful of people out there who are living and breathing this conference right now and following the hashtag just to see what's going on and who's doing what and who's where. And especially in a smaller one, that can be really important because everybody who's posting. And so when all of us come rushing in and talking about unicorns and Dick Cheney, they're like, wait a minute, you've ruined my playground. I wanted to see what Bob was doing, and I was getting this cool community vibe on, and now there's just all this spam. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, but at the same time, like it's inevitable if you have if all of a sudden, like you said, like if you have all these super insular kind of social media things, and at some bar camp Lady Gaga shows up, you can't be upset when the hashtag for your bar camp gets overrun by Lady Gaga fans, right? Like if there's just somebody who has that kind of sway,
you can be.
I mean, yeah, you can be, but it's not.
But
it's like complaining about the rain.
Hold it against
right?
Lady Gaga rationally, or in our case, Man BB.
Yes, Gentleman BB. Can we get Gentleman BB?
If they wanted maximum no spam, we know where they could have gone.
They could have gone the mail route. All right. Some of you say the people on the NACA tag, apparently, I guess whatever show they were at just got out, and now people are like really cheesed off.
Oh, well, I see. Now, this is one thing I didn't realize. So the show was going on, right? So people are in the audience trying to follow along with the show, right? Like you do when you watch the Oscars, right? They're at the thing. Like, what are other people saying about the presentation I'm seeing right now? Well, of course. They're all like, this doesn't have anything to do with what I'm watching.
All right. I'm going to go ahead, and Brian's not here, but I'm gonna crack that security code thing, and we're going to read Tenga Alpha Zulu. I'm turning both keys on. If you are a fan of the show or a fan of Chat Realm, we are not using the NACA 2011 tag at all, ever, until further notice. All right? Cease, please, for Christ's sake. Because there are people here that, like, just to give people a sense of what NACA means to a college performer, you can book 75% of your year in this weekend. So if he pisses off some of the people there, it's all right, okay? Like, if he pisses off some people that are organizing it, livable but not good. If he really, really, really infuriates the people that are putting it on, and it affects how he gets slotted in years to come, then it's not good at all. We have done more harm than good, even beyond getting him as a trending topic. Like, that's cool. That's super cool. But no, it's also cool feeding your family with your chosen profession, which Brian needs NACA for.
At least Bonnie's okay with it.
Bonnie is totally okay with it. I think... I'm just reading. Sorry, I'm reading through some of these NACA tweets here. Oh, hold
the
on.
people
Wait.
who are angry?
Wait, did we get NACA 2011 trending now?
Really?
Somebody just said that. Okay, if that happened, then everything's forgiven.
By the way, it was the night of 51 hats I just counted.
Oh, really? That's amazing. How do you find out if... Can someone tell us if NACA 2011 is published or is
I'm looking at United States, and I don't see it.
Okay.
You don't always see what everybody else sees, though. If you're like looking at a state by state or something, it might be.
Okay, I just saw somebody with the NACA 2011 thing say, "Who cares about trending topics? Because NACA 2011 is trending right now! Yay!" Well,
that's why you're my ex is also trending, but
okay.
Wow. Really
yeah,
enjoying hearing about Schwood talk about NACA 2011 is the top trending. It's my post from the very beginning of the show. That is a good post. That is not a, pissing on stuff post.
No. Wait, is that a trending tweet? Or a
that is
tweet?
the top trending tweet for NACA 2011 hashtag.
That is amazing.
Then Cowgirl Curtis has number 3.
Wait, was that the one where she was getting sassy about people?
She says Brian Brushwood is the coolest, nicest guy ever. Not desperate. Not worthy of the I used to like him comments.
All right. It's very, very sweet, Cowgirl. But we do not need to be drawing lines in the sand with the NACA people. Oh, and by the way, let's let you ever heard about the actor Colin Hanks, Tom?
Wait, I think a lot of these aren't us.
Wait, what do you mean?
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
Wait,
Talk to the booty because the hand's off duty?
Oh, yeah, I think that's more just NACA 2011 tweets, right?
That's just, that's...
Yeah. Well, I think that came after we asked for people to sod off. I mean, because there's just not a lot of people using that tag. Like, if it weren't for us, it's like maybe 20 an hour. Well, I was just saying, so apparently some random fan of ours, and I apologize if I don't remember your name, has realized that Colin Hanks has been doing a lot of podcasts lately. So he's like, hey, I'd love to hear you on NSFW show, because I really like NSFW show. And so I retweeted that and just wrote huge Orange County fan, which I am. And he replied me and asked, to get to have some examples of, he had never heard of NSFW and he wanted to just hear what it was about. So I sent him a link to it. But I'll tell you what, Colin, if you're listening, you want to be the top trending topic in the world? Look us up. That's what we do.
Here's one. I'm not going to say who this is because of the nature of it, but it says, being a trending topic was worth losing a booking at my school. I don't understand that reaction.
And I don't know. Something tells me that people like that.
And that's what Brian was worried about, right? That's the stuff that makes his blood run cold because this is his lifeblood.
Yeah, I think I don't know if it was specifically whether a kid who is a booker at is running his students union money that he's not going to hire him because of this, or if it was more like we don't want to piss off NACA itself. And then it's like when Brian wants to perform in a showcase, they're like, oh yeah, you mean trending topic? Eat a pile of bricks, jerk. I think that was the bigger thing. Unless somebody was like about to sign on the dotted line with his agent, and then they're like, what is this? Befouling the hashtag? Well, I never.
And honestly, it's easy for me to say what I'm about to say because I am not relying. I would probably not be willing to express this if I were relying on this to make my money.
Yeah.
But if that's the way you feel, I don't want to play your show. Really? Because if you really don't understand what happened and you think that you somehow like it wasn't like Brian cheated. No. Brian said to his audience, go and do something, and they did. There was no hacking. There was no cheating. There was no deviousness. This was showing the appeal of someone. So to say like, oh, well, you're really popular on Twitter and therefore I'm not, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. And who wants to go to mince around with all the coke addicts at the University of Miami anyway?
Now, see, that's why I didn't want to say anything identifying.
What? Pardon?
I don't know.
Yeah. Listen. I think it's very, very odd, and I think here's the good thing about Brian is that Brian is an extremely genuine human being, and if let's say Brian went up to and made an effort to go and sit down and explain to let's say this guy in particular that wrote the tweet that you read, and explained how everything like that.
Bill Meeks just posted at Ace Detect, hope that top tweet was worth it. You're not getting booked on my TV. But yeah, you're saying like Brian knows how to handle these situations.
Yes. And I really do think that, if he makes an effort, especially to some of the people that I'm reading right now, and I'll forward them on to Brian in terms of, to let him know that he wasn't. I think the biggest thing is that he wasn't maliciously trying to screw with the system. He was trying to just, like everybody else is at that conference, trying to make his name, aware, right?
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? This is in a much smaller way, similar to what happens when the Dixie Chicks say they're embarrassed about the policies of the United States, or when a political candidate makes a gaffe, and says that, pick whatever Joe Biden quote you want, right?
Yeah.
It has an immediate, very negative effect But it also has a bunch of people who tend to, say, like, I agree, right? Sarah Palin does the exact same thing. I don't want to, you got Dixie Chicks and Joe Biden are leftist examples. There's plenty of examples on the right, to avoid politics. But the fact is, people say things and it really angers some group. But the other group says, you know what, Sarah Palin, I agree. I think what you're saying is absolutely right. And so you have to, it takes courage and backbone to face all of the negative and take the positive. This is not nearly on the level of that in any way, but it takes that same sort of like, all right, I did something that pissed off a few people, but hopefully there are other people who realize that I didn't mean to piss anybody off, and this is just me, like you're saying, being genuine.
And there is, me and Brian have talked a lot about, like, that thin line between love and hate, right? That there are some people, and I'm not going to say that they're necessarily prone to get really excitable and angry about stuff, but let's say theoretically that they are, that there is, it is just that, it is many times the fact that these people that are saying negative stuff about him on Twitter right now are saying, like, oh, I hope it cost you a booking at a school or whatever, that it would only take Brian sitting down with them and buying them a beer and saying, hey, I saw you were upset about it. Just so you know, you can watch this show as proof that I was freaking out and having a heart attack. And I want to apologize that, I know people were watching that show and they were communicating with each other about that show. Of course, remove the fact that apparently they were communicating with each other so they could make fun of the person on stage. So we were interrupting an element of shared Schadenfreude. Hey, listen, I was just trying to have a little fun. I did not realize what I was doing. I sincerely apologize. So no matter what, I just wanted to let you know that. And I think if you can, guys, chat realm, do me a favor, gather up any negative tweets that you see about Bri. And let's make a list on BBpedia, and that we can give them to Brian, because I know he will very, very, very much appreciate the ability to make contact with all of them personally.
He can address them personally and say, let's talk about this, and B, it'll probably show that the number is fairly small. That's my guess. I haven't gone and researched this, but just looking at the hashtag, there's only a couple that I'm seeing. Yeah.
Somebody
actually, so I made a posting that said that Brian Brushwood is really talented. And somebody was like, you aren't watching enough Scam School. I'd like to see him live. I'm like, what? But I said he was really talented. Hello? Oh, we lost Jury. Well then, is Jury coming back, Jammerby? Because if not, call failed. All right. Well, I guess it's just me and my hats. But seriously, folks, just lay off that hashtag for now, and I think everything's going to be all for Bri.
Yeah, no jury.
No jury. All right, jury's out. So that's it for tonight. Wow, I've never gotten to close out a NSFW live show post show before, Jammer B. This is kind of fun.
Yeah. What are we going to do? Play reruns.
I think everybody should go to no. I got nothing. See, the way I get through NSFW show usually is I wait for Brian and Justin to say a bunch of things, and then I come up with some snappy comment and interject, and then I lean back and listen to them for like 10 minutes. So it's not It's not something that I can. Oh wait, Jury is in the chat room. Calling back right now, he says.
Yeah, I got him. Yep.
Okay.
I'm back.
Hey! Thank God.
Oh, jeez. What a panic.
I thought I was going to have to be entertaining.
But you're actually going to carry a show by yourself on Twit?
Too much,
I mean, come on. Maybe in a few years, kid.
Yeah,
I was going to start taking hat requests. I was like, should I? At one point, I was like, should I stop the hat bit? Because Brian's really upset. I was like, I can't. There's too much momentum going, and I have more hats.
There was as soon as he called his agent, I was like, there's no way we can go back. We can't, because we can't just while Brian's melting down and freaking out, be like, so anyway, what's, because the bit we were going to do was say okay, we're in a state of unrest too. That's why we're going to list our demands that we demand the internet fix right now. And we can't go into that while Brian's sweating bullets and I was
I was trying to figure a way to spin that into his plight, but that just wasn't working.
Well, and also, it just kept building one on top of the other. It was hey, we had the trending topics. Oh my God, people are mad. Oh my God, but you're a trending topic. Oh my God, you're the number 1 trending topic in the world.
You're more important than Libya.
Exactly.
Yeah. Man. My head's getting itchy.
Well, too many twats. Too many hands.
Too many. What?
I'm not even going to say it again.
That wouldn't make my head itchy. No, it's just wearing the same hat, for... There we go. Just need to refresh.
You have a lot of hats. What's the deal with all the hats? Are you a hat collector?
It's funny is I'm not really a hat collector, but I find hats and I'm like, oh, I like that hat. And then at one point I went back home when I was in the midst of sort of a baseball hat kind of thing. And I probably had a dozen or so hats at my house. And I went home to Greenville, Illinois before my mom had sold the house. And I found a trash bag full of hats from my childhood.
Awesome.
So it's I've got my Little League baseball hats, and hats from when I was a kid. And there was that one St. Louis Cardinals hat that people were freaking out about that's from 1981. And it's just, I don't know. I don't know how I ended up with so many darn hats. But this hat here that I started off the pre-show with, this hat.
I think Justin is gone.
Man, I was just going to tell him a long, boring story about my favorite hat to see if he would hang up, but he hung up before I could get going. It worked too well.
It's okay, Tom.
Hello? I think he really did just hang up. He's like, God, I don't want to hear about that hat. I don't want to. This was my sister's boyfriend's hat, and she gave it to me because she was mad at him. Tell us the long hat story.
And that was the long hat story.
And so I ended up with the hat. What do you think?
Well, Dom, that certainly was long. And a story about a hat. So, hey, real quick.
I can't believe I'm going to be in Florida and you're not going to be there.
Wait, when are you coming to Florida?
March 8th.
Oh, gosh darn it. Oh, yeah, no, we talked about this. No, yeah, I'm going to be in Texas. And then you're coming to...
And then when I go to Texas, you're not going to be in Texas anymore.
No, I will be in Texas. I will be in Texas.
Oh, you will? Okay, thank God.
I'll be at South by.
Right.
Super, super, super excited about South by Southwest again. South by Southwest and Dragon Con are the two things that happen.
Dragon Con especially.
Yes, that I am thrilled to do again in 2011.
Are you seeing the new
studio, right?
House spy cam there?
Somebody
Dude, that is massive. That is gigantic.
Yeah, that one room there on the right is we're going to put the cottage in that one room.
Yeah, that's the cottage. They're going to recreate the cottage set.
That's amazing. And then what? Just going to be like for each different, like all the major flagship shows get their own kind of set area?
No, there's going to be a cottage set for Leo. Then there's going to be like a news set and a round table set. And I'm not sure if there's others in the works or not. Those are the two I know of.
That's pretty dope.
We're just getting to the point where like they're in there doing the offices and everything, and then the set design is finishing up right now. So I know this week Lisa has a meeting with Roger to like go over, because they're getting to the point where they can start doing the sets, and so we got to finalize all those designs. So
what's the like we start broadcasting from their date estimation?
What is it's first week of May. I can't remember the day, the target day.
Holy crap!
May 2nd. Originally was
Is it May 2nd? Okay.
I've heard.
I mean,
May
and that
14th
might
lately.
change. It might come earlier. It might come later. It just kind of depends on how things go. But that's the aim. And so far, at this point, we're early, but at this point things are proceeding on schedule. So it's all good.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think that looks so awesome. It's so exciting to see Twit sort of expand like that. Hopefully at some point we'll be able to make it up and actually visit in person. Make my pilgrimage to Mecca. People are marking us as fan for NACA 2011.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, listen, just don't retaliate. For God's sakes, whatever you do, you're peaceful protesters. Do not retaliate. When you get a new Weird Things, hopefully within the next couple of days. As soon as Brian's done with NACA, we're going to bang on our new Weird Things. And, Tom, did Scott, I think Scott mentioned that he showed you what we were working on with the web player.
Yeah.
A lot of you have seen it. We've done a few little beta tests, but there's a really, really, really cool feature that we actually worked on that is now functional that we're going to launch. We're going to launch the whole player and the new feature that only people that have done the beta test have seen so far with the new episode of Weird Things. So make sure that you not only subscribe to Weird Things on iTunes, but also follow Weird Things Com on Twitter, so you can
all one word, Weird Things Com.
Weird Things Com on Twitter. That'll give you all the WeirdThings.com stories. Whenever we do, I do Weird Things TV on YouTube, and when we launch the new player, which is really, really cool. There's the feature. I'm biting my tongue right now, not talking about it, because I think it's super, super sweet, and I think we're going to do it. When am I hosting This Week in Science? I believe it's the third week of March. So get ready for the dumbest episode of This Week in Science ever.
Wait a minute. I'm hosting This Week in Science third week in March. No, I don't know when I'm hosting it, but I can't remember when. Probably
all I know is that I told Dr. Kiki, she asked when I would want to do it, and I said the third week of March. And so I don't know if that is. I just hope it's not the first or second week of March, because I will definitely be in Texas.
I am hosting it the last week in March.
Okay. I believe I'm hosting the third week.
I did say that I cannot wait to see Justin and Justin. That's just...
Well, I'll tell you what. There's a lot of me to go around. There's enough for double. Can we call Brian and see how it's going? I don't want to put him on the spot right now. I think he's...
as much as, and believe me, there's no one who wants to know more how things are going for Brian right now than me and Justin.
Yeah.
But this is not the time.
No.
We will receive the text message, I'm assuming.
Oh, no. Believe me.
If at a certain, there'll be a certain point where we can be like, hey, how's it going? But right now, he's taking care of business.
Yeah, he's doing that. And besides, the actual reason why he went back there is the marketplace, and that starts in 3 minutes. So there's not going to be, he's setting up his table, and he's going to be talking to people. And
he's going to be booed.
Something tells me he's going to be a topic of conversation.
You know what, though? I mean, you made this point already, but it's worth making again, which is he is a master at handling that, right? So even if he did get booed, he would be able to go, now, wait a minute, let's talk about this, and turn the tables.
Well, and what Brian has going for him is that he's extremely earnest. He is a very genuine, a very, very honest guy. So it's not like, he's going to walk up and they're going to be like, hey, you're a real jerk for what you did to the hashtag. And he's going to be like,
by the way, there's a few people in the chat room. There's a few people in the chat room who just joined us. During the NSFW show, Brian said, let's get NACA 2011 trending. Because there's a group at this conference that he's at where he books a lot of his shows that he does, because he makes a lot of his money on performing at colleges. He's at this conference to book those things, and he's like, they're saying, let's get NACA 2011 as the hashtag. He's like, well, let's show them how a hashtag is used. Let's post crazy things about what I'm doing at NACA 2011. People did. It actually got NACA 2011 trending, and Brian Brushwood became worldwide trending, just his name,
above Muammar Gaddafi.
Yeah, and so a few people at the NACA conference got upset because the NACA hashtag was being misused by people who weren't at NACA, and so he got a call from his agent who was like, "What are you doing?" And he got a little freaked out. So now he's over there, he's doing his thing, trying to get booked, and also trying to do a little damage control.
By the way, if you're a fan of the show, who is robbing your empty studio? Somebody turned off the lights.
That was Burke.
Burke went over there and turned off the lights.
Is that because he saw that the lights were on the spy cam? That's so funny.
That's a waste of energy. They need to turn that off.
Let me ask. Dragon Con Andrew is in the chat room. Dragon Con, we can completely subvert the hashtag of Dragon Con, though, right? That'll be totally cool.
Well, that would be a harder thing to do. So it's only when you succeed that it gets it gets you in trouble. I don't think you'd have the same. The problem is something like NACA is a very small event. So it's very easily overwhelmed. Yeah. I don't think at Dragon Con you'd risk people being so attached to what's happening there. I think maybe the hashtag NASA 2011.
There we go, NASA. We're really, really, really excited about space travel.
About space travel in 2011.
In 2011, we could not be more excited about it.
Give us back the space shuttle, you bastards. NASA 2011.
Exactly. People are saying, we should put a bumper in front of the episode saying don't tweet the tweet that shall not be tweeted, or the hashtag that shall not be tweeted. The problem is, or the lack of problem is that by the time that this episode comes out, NACA is going to be done. So it's not going to matter whether people are tweeting NACA 2011.
Damage is already done.
Yeah. Really, the problem was that people were trying to keep an eye on what was happening at the thing, and obviously we kind of subverted that. So, we apologize to anybody for the inconvenience. It was.
Do you think if we got NASA 2011 trending, that would make them feel better? Look, you're not alone. It happened to NASA.
Yeah. I think if we got NASA 2011 trending, that they'd restart the space program and actually put up another shuttle. What if we get a call? We get a call in. Guest 3 is Barack Obama saying, you want to know what? I really appreciate that. We're putting another shuttle up, and it's going to be called the Tom and Just.
Look, I didn't think the support was there until I saw your hashtag.
Number 1, global trending topic.
Let's have
above
a beer.
Muammar Gaddafi. Audio guy, why do we need to apologize for everything we do? Number 1, that's our nature. So if you don't like that part of the show, then you should probably stop watching. Secondarily, this is something that can actually screw
it. Look, we're sorry, okay?
Okay, you want to know what? We're sorry. We're really sorry. And also, this is a screwed up thing that could actually affect Brian's life. So we're gonna.
Yeah, Brian really freaked out. Yeah, we don't want Brian to be poor.
And also, like we did, like we definitely decided to go. Everybody can retweet Ronak_D's tweet #NASA 2011. One more flight. By the way, let me just point this out. When we got OMG Conan trending at the Big Dig Shindig last year, that was only it was the number 10 trending topic for about 10 minutes. Brian Brushwood has been trending for over an hour.
Wow. That's impressive.
Just so everybody knows. And that was what? 4,000? 4,000 was the capacity at Stubbs. To everybody tweet at once, OMG Conan, that apparently got Conan O'Brien called at his house.
You know, the last time that I had the feeling that I had during NSFW today was when Brian called from a scam school shoot. Or actually, I don't think he called. I think it was just I saw on Twitter at a scam school shoot that that they had tossed him from a bar, and everyone went on to Yelp, myself included,
and destroyed Gary the bartender or whatever, right?
And destroying its reputation. And then he had to like have the tweets removed, and the guy was threatening legal action and all this crap.
I'm definitely going to retweet NASA 2011, by the way.
Oh, I just did. Fire Force, no!
All right, somebody give me the link to the NASA 2011 one again. I want to retweet that.
Fire Force just retweeted my first post from the beginning of the show. I'm like, just stop.
No.
Please send Brian Brushwood into space. NASA 2011. Oh, man.
NASA 2011.
Oh, God. And then there's one guy who's like, dude, NASA 2011 or NACA 2011? Make up your damn mind.
No.
I'm pretty sure Brian Brushwood could jump to Mars, but still have at it, NASA 2011.
Brian Brushwood is doing the moonwalk on Mars. #NASA 2011. Brian just pulled a rabbit out of his Hubble.
I saw that. Well, you know, the one more flight has the chance to like capture people who don't know what's going on. Like, yeah, let's have another flight. Why are they trying to stop?
One more flight. I like iPod Parvs NASA 2011 because this hashtag can't F us over big time.
Because this hashtag won't ruin Brian's career.
Because let's put our muscle into a hashtag that won't kill somebody's career.
Put Justin R. Young and Ace Detect on the space elevator. Oh, man.
Oh, maybe and this bridges him with Space Jam.
Well, no, actually, yeah, Beef is right. There are actually 2 space shuttle flights still scheduled.
After that, one more flight after those.
One more flight after the next 2. And, of course, by NASA, we all mean North America, South America, right?
Sure, of course. Can we do NAFTA 2011?
Let's improve free trade. I heard Space Hitler is found by NASA.
2011.
Brian Brushwood taking part in the Final Four, NCAA 2011. Oh, man.
Oh, my God. Wait, why isn't Brian in the sidebar here?
I have him in my sidebar.
Oh, really?
Of the trends? Yeah, I'm looking at United States.
Oh.
Space Jam.
Oh, I guess no. Then he's not worldwide. He was number one in the United States.
Yeah. Well, now worldwide, he was on the worldwide list.
Oh, okay.
He's not anymore, but he was. He's not shown on mine anymore.
MD Talk says, Tom, Justin, you guys both saw this ending like this, didn't you? To be honest, I am always surprised at the power of the chat realm. Like, which is why that we always keep doing like more brazen stuff. And this was one of those things where we did not try to be more brazen. We tried to be like very kind of like, whatever, people want to make Photoshops. Like, people make Photoshops, it'll be funny. But yeah, it's pretty amazing. Although maybe we can double this up here. Brian Brushwood and the number one trending topic in the United States, hashtag you out of line.
You out of line, Brian Brushwood.
I'm totally tweeting that.
I just did. This is one of those few cases where I really didn't know what this was that he was having us hashtag, and I just said, you know what? I trust Brian. Let's do it.
Yeah. Well,
so I didn't really think through, like, is this going to cause problems? Because what was the last one? The last one that I was involved when we tried to do a Twitter spike. Like, it worked okay.
RT, if you agree. Yeah, no, we got three
if you
tweets.
Agree, it worked okay.
Yeah, it wasn't, we got like, we did not have our guns on getting that trending, like that hashtag trending. We more had our guns on trying to get those tweets. Those tweets on the top tweet list. And we definitely we got yours up there. I think Brian's eventually got there. I know Doctor's eventually got up there.
I think the mistake was not realizing how social network connected this organization was.
Yes. And yeah.
Well, listen, we've gone almost an hour over, and
yes.
I know Jammer B is nice enough and a fan of the show enough that he would stay here all night, but that would not be fair.
No. All right, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being part of this very, very special episode of NSFW.
That's crazy.
It has been amazing. You were saying something, Jammer?
I was just saying it was a crazy, crazy night.
Absolutely, and I'm glad that you guys could be on for that. I don't know if I'm going to be doing much of an after show because I still got stuff to take care of. And also, my voice is disappearing because I ran here from the casino where me and Andrew Mann are performing, and then came and yelled and screamed and got.
Is there a hashtag for that casino?
Yeah, it's NAC. So there we go. Yeah, I don't know. Rick Foster saying rerun the show I don't know if that's even possible. But I'm sure this. If there was an NSFW episode to be rerun, this might be one of them. So sorry everybody not doing a 7-hour after show. I do have to go. But I'll tell you what, Tom, people are asking about weird things. We'd love to have you on weird things in an episode coming up. So I'll
absolutely. I would love to have you I would love to be on weird things.
Yes.
I'd love to have you on weird things. That's what I was about to say.
Yes. No. Well, we would love to have you.
No, that'd be awesome.
Sweet. All right. Awesome. So we will do that. And until next time, gang.
What are you doing Sundays?
I don't know. Nothing now that football's off.
Are you usually available Sunday evenings? Because I keep forgetting to ask you to be on East Meets West.
Oh, sure. Yeah, no. Yeah, just say the word. I'm there.
All right.
No doubt. Absolutely.
This Sunday?
Sunday it is. I'll be there.
All right.
With bells on.
Please don't wear the bells. They cause a lot of background noise.
Sorry, they're on actually the 50 hats I was going to bring. I have 50 hat bells on. So, yeah, no, I will be happy to be on East Teats West. East Teats West is my favorite show.
Teats Meets West, right.
Yes.
You got it. Yeah, and anytime for weird things. I'd be honored.
Rock and roll. All right, guys. Jammer B, Tom, for everybody here at NSFW and the smoldering wreckage of Brian's career, we wish you good night. By the way, I'm setting the over and under at 20.
What's that, Tom? I missed it. Say it again.
Oh, sorry. No, I was just wondering if either one of you, when you guys were little, did you ever play teats ball?
I did. I played it before real baseball. I played teats ball.
Yeah, it was always kind of the training league before you.
I never got beyond soft pitch teats ball. Teats ball was a little bit too rough for me. Teats wee football, maybe.
Okay, so let me also say in advance,